Another Sunday and another loss for the New York Football Giants. The 10th one in a row. The New York Giants are officially the worst team in the National Football League. They are now 2-13 on the year, and thank God there are only 2 more games left. At the time of recording this video, the Giants do own the number 1 overall pick in the 2024-2025 NFL Draft, but it is dependent on the Raiders and the Jags. If the Raiders win, the Giants have the number 1 pick. If the Raiders lose, they fall back to the number 2 overall pick. I guess we could talk a little bit about this game. And, well, I know a lot of people, Marshall, you flip-flop all the time. You want them to lose, but then you chew out Brian Dable. And my question, my statement is this. Just because I want this team to lose doesn't mean I want to see a lousy product, and it doesn't mean I'm going to let Brian Dable off the hook. Brian Dable was horrible today. The Giants were flagged 10 times. 3 times in 4 weeks, they've had more than 10 penalties. How many times is Malik Nabers going to have an illegal shift? Oh, I know. 5 times this year. It's week 16, man. Have you not told him how to avoid an illegal shift? Because it doesn't seem like it. Because he's committing penalties like that again. It was a lousy effort from the Giants today. It was a lousy product. And it was a lousy coaching job. Brian Dable does not deserve to coach this team any longer. Joe Schoen does not deserve to be the general manager of this team any longer. But I don't think there's any reason to continue to harp on that. At the end of the day, you have the worst roster in the NFL. You have the worst execution in the NFL. And you are the worst coached team in the National Football League. You could only muster up 7 points today. 7 points. Drew Lock, I tried to believe in you. I tried. You're just not a good quarterback. Another miss by Joe Schoen. I want to go talk about this real quick. Do you guys remember when Daniel Jeremiah this offseason reported that the New York Football Giants were comparing Drew Lock to Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, and Bo Nix? And according to him, this offseason, Joe Schoen was evaluating the QB prospects against Drew Lock when deciding not to take J.J. Penix or Nix. Michael Penix in his first game of his NFL career is already better than Drew Lock. Joe Schoen does not deserve to be the general manager of this team. I don't trust him to evaluate quarterbacks. He gave Daniel Jones $92 million. He passed on Russell Wilson. He passed on Justin Fields. He passed on Michael Penix. He passed on Bo Nix. And he decided to pay Drew Lock. And he couldn't create a relationship strong enough to bring Tyrod Taylor back. There's a reason bad organizations are bad. Because everyone involved in the process is bad. And John Mara's a bad owner, as is Steve Tisch. John Mara employs a terrible general manager in Joe Schoen, and Joe Schoen hired a head coach that is in over his head in Brian Dable. 4.3 yards per play today, 234 yards in the Big 2024, 189 passing yards, 3.5 yards per carry, 3 more turnovers, and you didn't even have the ball for more than 26 minutes. Your defense is a joke. You know why? Because you're already on your second defensive coordinator hire in 3 short seasons as Brian Dable. You couldn't build a relationship with Wink Martindale, and then you had to hire Shane Bowen, who was your 4th choice because no other D coordinator wanted to work with you. I guess the only bright spot of the day is Malik Nabers, and even then, I thought he left some yards on the field, had a drop, would have been a great catch for a touchdown, unable to haul it in. He did set the Giants' rookie record for most catches in a game, record in a season, past Odell Beckham Jr. He's on the heels of passing Puka Nacua for most receptions in a rookie season. I don't know, man. Not a lot to be excited about for this team. Everyone's like, Marshall, you're always so negative. Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? They're 2-13. You want me to blow smoke up your butts and tell you everything's going to be okay and the sun's coming up tomorrow and they're going to be great around the corner? Nah. If you don't want real shit, don't listen to this channel. Seems a joke. They should all be fired. They're the worst team in the NFL. They have the worst coaching staff in the NFL, and they have the worst roster in the NFL. Remember what Joe Shane said. You can build for today and compete tomorrow. He hasn't built anything. He isn't competing today, and he isn't competing tomorrow. If you want the Giants to get the number 1 overall pick, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get the good vibes rolling. If you want to see them, pick number 1, hit that like button. Coming up next, we're going to be breaking down the rest of this football game, unfortunately. Fortunately, though, I got an offer and a deal for all of you in the holiday spirit. If you use that promo code ChatSports after you download the Game Time app, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase for terms to apply. All of this information is clickable down in the comments and the description. Game Time is the best ticketing app there is. You get the best seats for the lowest price guaranteed. Prices drop as the events get closer, and you get to see your seat view in the app. You get to access your tickets from your phone, and you get to resell your tickets as well. Look, you can go next week, watch the Giants lose to the Colts, and sit lower bowl for $62. And if you use the promo code 20 ChatSports, you can go $42. I don't think they could pay people to show up to that game. I hope nobody shows up. So if you have season tickets, you can also sell your tickets through Game Time. A lot of stuff you could do there. Shout out to Game Time. Download the app, sports show, sports sponsor. Use the Game Time Picks feature to see what the best deals are going on around your team. And you could use the all-in pricing feature to make sure you get the best deal out there. Shout out to them. Chat Sports. Promo code, $20 off. CHATSPORTS, $20 off first purchase for terms to apply. 34-7. Like, it's a thing to lose. Then there's a thing to get the doors blown off every week. And the New York Giants are getting dominated every single week. Every week. It's never even a game. Like, the Giants went up 7-0 in this game. There was no hope. I jokingly tweeted out the Giants are going to win this game, and they did not. They lost by 27. You lost this week by 27. Last week you lost by 21. You lost by 3 to New Orleans and 7 to Dallas. You lost by 23 to Tampa Bay. So in your last 5 games, 3 of them you've lost by more than 21 points. You're an undisciplined team. You are a boring team. There's a thing to be bad and interesting. This team is bad and boring. They ran the ball down your throat today. Ran the ball down your throat. They weren't even trying to pass. Thing is, the Falcons aren't good either. The Falcons just benched their quarterback and they put 34 points on you. You're a joke. You're a joke. It's hard to even be passionate about this team anymore. I mean, some of the biggest Giants fans I know in the world don't even want to watch. They aren't watching, and I don't blame them. Unfortunately, we still have to watch, and unfortunately, we still have to talk about it, and I don't have anything nice to say because there's nothing nice about the game. I'm a very easy person. Play good, talk good. Play bad, talk bad. AKA, I'm just going to sell you the truth and how I see it. And this is the worst Giants team of my life, and it's not even close. This is worse than the Jake Fromm team. This is going to be the first team in history to pick number 1 overall for the New York Giants. This is a joke. But you know what? John Mara, he's going to get us right. John Mara is going to right this ship. I don't have much more to say. When the Giants start playing better, we'll talk about it. Might not be until 2026. Make sure you are following me on social media. I guess we could talk about this over there as well. Hit me up at @MarshallGreen_ on Twitter. And hit me up at @MarshallGreen_ on Instagram.